Hi everyone, this is Megan here at the Ashland Public Library, and welcome to our Crafty K-Pop, where today I'm going to show you how to make a stand that you can charge your cell phone in. So I have my phone right here, and it'll slide right in. And it also has where you can run your cord through the back, so it can be charging while it's standing there. And we're going to decorate them today with our favorite K-pop bands. So I have this one here that is Blackpink. And then the one that I'm going to show you step by step how I made has, I don't know if it's XO or EXO, but you won't need too much. You need corrugated cardboard. So any box from Amazon will do. You need your construction paper or any other paper that you want to use to decorate it with. You can cut pictures out of a magazine and glue those on. And you don't even have to decorate it with K-pop. You can decorate it however you want, if you like sports or if you like other bands. You also need scissors, and you'll need glue. I do recommend, if you have a hot glue gun, especially a low temperature hot glue gun, to use that. If you don't, you can use Elmer's school glue to glue your cardboard pieces together. Just keep in mind that it will take a long time for it to dry, and you're going to want to make sure that it is 100% dry before you glue any decorations on, and especially before you put your phone in it. Otherwise, it's going to slide apart. And then, if you happen to have an Xacto knife, can you see that? These also come in handy. Make sure you ask permission from your grown-up before you use these. If you are younger, they're very dangerous. You can cut your fingertips off, but they're very nice for precision cutting, and it does make some things easier. And you're going to want to make sure, if you're using an Xacto knife, that you have either a cutting mat or a big, thick piece of cardboard underneath, so you don't damage your table that you're cutting on. All right, so those are the basic things that you'll need. So let's get started. All right, everyone, if you're ready to get started, let's move our BTS CD out of the way. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is decide on the shape that you want your phone stand to be. I am going to be doing a hexagon because I'm going to be making this XO logo. And I just printed this off of the internet as sort of a template. You can draw your own design. You want to make sure that you have a flat base. And you also want to make sure that you use your phone. Take your phone and you want to make sure that it's going to fit down in. You want this to be wide enough. And then once you have the design that you want, you can either print out a template like I did, or you can make your own. We are going to trace this and cut out several different pieces. And the reason why I say several and not a specific amount is because how many you need will depend on how thick your phone is and whether or not it is in its case. So I like to live dangerously, so I don't have a case on my phone. So I didn't need too many, and we'll trace and cut these. All right, the next bit that you want to do is on several of your centerpieces. You want to make sure that when you have these, when you stack them up, you want to make sure that you have the thickness of your phone. I know for mine, I needed 6 for my center to hold the phone. And then I needed 3 for the wire to come through. And then 1 for the front and 1 for the back. And this will depend, like I said, how thick your phone is, also how thick your cardboard is. Corrugated cardboard is the way to go for this. If you're using like a cereal box, it's going to take way, way too much. And so I have actually traced and cut my insides, and I will show you one of those. So your phone is going to sit in there, and then you want to make sure that you measure your plug. And I literally just laid my phone down and traced it, and then just added a little circle. You can cut these with scissors if you have an Xacto blade. These are nice and they work really well. Be very, very careful. These are extremely sharp. You want to make sure that you ask your adult if it's okay if you use something like this, because it is really, really easy to slice off your fingertips. So very careful with the Xacto blades if you choose to use them. All right, and so this will be the center part, and like I said, I needed several, and I have those pre-cut and measured so that my phone will fit in, and it is thicker than my phone. And then for the back of your phone stand, you want the wire to be able to come up through. And so I needed about 3 of these. And you want it to, they're going to overlap like this, and you want to have an opening for your cord to come through. I just lined it up and then traced. I'll show you here. And I traced this little bit and then extended it all the way down. So this opening here is going to be on the top, and then the opening for your cord, when we get these together, that is going to go on the bottom. So once they are all together, you'll be able to fit your cord right in through there and plug your phone in and charge it. All right, and so once you have all of your pieces cut out, you can start to assemble them. So I am going to, this is my front, I'm going to set that aside for now, and we're going to start with one of the middle pieces. You can definitely use school glue. If that is what you have, it will take quite a while to dry, and make sure you don't get it too wet. But if you happen to have a hot glue gun, this is what I recommend, is to just hot glue it together. All right, and we're gonna line this up. These things don't have to be super perfect, but you do want to make sure that this bottom edge is pretty even and pretty flat. That is what will balance and support your phone. So while we are doing this, I'm curious to hear who your favorite K-pop idols are, who your favorite bands are to listen to. I know a little bit of BTS, and I also like Big Bang. And then I don't know if she's popular anymore, but I used to really like BoA. But I haven't seen her do anything in quite a while, so she may have retired. So yeah, if you want to leave a comment down below with who some of your favorite K-pop stars are, or if you don't like K-pop, you can just let me know who you like to listen to. And you don't actually have to decorate these as K-pop if you don't want to. You can do it however you like. All right, so there is all of my center pieces. And then these are my backing ones. So remember the bottom has the opening on the back side. So we will line those up. There we go. Press them down. Alrighty. There we go. And then the last one we are going to put on our front. There we go. And if I did this and measured correctly, look at that, my phone slides right in, and this should. So that is our phone stand, and now all that is left is to decorate it. So I have some black construction paper here. And I am just going to cut around You could trace this, but I do want a little bit of overlap for right now. So I'm just kind of roughly trimming. So this will be our front. And then I have this nice gold gift wrap that I cut into strips. And so I'm going to use a glue stick, here it is, and make this XO design, or maybe it's EXO. And once again, if you just have the liquid school glue, you can use that. You just have to make sure you don't use too much and get your paper too wet. And if you don't want to decorate it, you can leave it cardboard. That's a look. You could draw on it with markers. You could just glue pictures of your favorite stuff to the outside. You can cover it in tape, duct tape, or washi tape. Yeah, this video is called Crafty K-Pop, but that doesn't mean you can't adapt it to your own personal likes and tastes. I would love to see your guys' designs. If any of you decide to make one of these. So yeah, if you want to share a picture, tag us in that. All right, now that this is done, we just need to glue it to the front. And like I said, if you don't want to do this logo, you know, if you're into a different band, I made one for Blackpink. We could do that. So all that's left is to glue this to the front. And then we are going to cut one out for the back as well. We want to get each of these sides covered as well. So you can just trace and cut them out, and we're going to glue these to the edges. So I will be right back once I have that done. There we go. We have a front, a back, and our 6 sides. I find it is easiest to start with the sides. If you're using hot glue, be very careful on this part because the paper is very thin and it is possible to burn yourself. Yeah. All right, I left the top for last. You can leave this open if you want, if you don't want to cover it up with the paper. But if you do, you will have to make sure that you cut out the opening. So I'm actually going to cut this in half, roughly. All right, and then we're going to put some glue on this edge. And then fold it down in. Well, and put some glue on the inside. Just a little bit. You don't want anything too thick. And then fold it down in so it stays. There. And then we'll do the same thing to this back side. Glue on the top. And some glue right inside. Pop that on, fold it down in. All right. All right, and now for the back. We have our back here. And as you can see, I've made these a little bit too wide. And so I'm just going to fold them over. A little bit of glue. And we will just fold them over. Now I am using a low temperature glue gun, so that is why I am not burning my fingers touching this glue. If yours is a regular temperature or a high temperature glue gun, you definitely do not want to touch the glue. All right, now we're going to glue this on the back. And I'm putting those edges, I want them underneath the backing so that this looks clean. Well, clean-ish. This isn't my forte. So there is the back. And then I'm going to take my Xacto knife, or you can take your scissors and be very careful. And you can feel where at the bottom you made that opening. And just cut that all the way up and all the way down. And once you get to the top, we're gonna cut to either side as far as it'll go. We're gonna fold that down in. And then I'm actually gonna add just a little bit of glue on the inside there and fold that down. Sorry if my hands are in the way. So I have the back glued on, and I have my opening where you will be able to put in your charging cord and bring it up through so you can plug in your phone. All right, and now we just have to glue the front on. So my little side pieces, since I made them overlap, I'm gonna glue those down in the front just like I did in the back. Line that up. All right, looks good. So now just put down some of our glue. All right, so that is how you make your own cardboard phone stand. And we decorated ours with our favorite K-pop bands. You can decorate yours however you want. If you do decide to make one on your own, like I said earlier in the video, I would love to see what you end up making. Either comment it below on Facebook, or you can tag us at Ashland Public Library, Ohio, so we can see it. And that we're also on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. So let me know what you guys make. I'd love to hear who your favorite bands are, who your favorite K-pop idols are. So yeah, give us a like, and if you keep an eye out on our socials, you'll be able to see all of our upcoming videos. We do craft videos, or if you like cooking, we have food videos. And then you'll also get to see when we have upcoming events. We have been doing some playthroughs of Among Us for our teens. So any of you teens that like to game, keep an eye out for our Among Us game nights. And we're going to be having some game nights for Jackbox Party Pack as well. So you can find all of our upcoming events online on our calendar, and you can also find it posted on our Facebook. So thank you so much